Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. The mind is everything. What you think you become. Health is the greatest gift, contentment the greatest wealth, faithfulness the best relationship. No one saves us but ourselves. No one can and no one may. We ourselves must walk the path. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. Happiness does not depend on what you have or who you are. It solely relies on what you think. In the sky, there is no distinction of east and west. People create distinctions out of their own minds and then believe them to be true. Three things cannot be long hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. Hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal rule. Better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace. Every morning we are born again. What we do today is what matters most. To conquer oneself is a greater task than conquering others. An idea that is developed and put into action is more important than an idea that exists only as an idea. Do not overrate what you have received, nor envy others. He who envies others does not obtain peace of mind. It is better to travel well than to arrive. Your work is to discover your world and then with all your heart give yourself to it. A disciplined mind brings happiness. He who experiences the unity of life sees his own self in all beings. Work out your own salvation. Do not depend on others. The root of suffering is attachment. If you light a lamp for someone else, it will also brighten your path. You only lose what you cling to. To live a pure, unselfish life, one must count nothing as one's own in the midst of abundance. Let us rise up and be thankful, for if we didn't learn a lot today, at least we learned a little. Thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared. Do not believe anything simply because you have heard it. Test it for yourself. True love is born from understanding. Pain is certain, suffering is optional. Even death is not to be feared by one who has lived wisely. Just as a snake sheds its skin, we must shed our past over and over again. What we think, we become. All that we are is the result of what we have thought. Purity or impurity depends on oneself. No one can purify another. A man is not called wise because he talks and talks again, but if he is peaceful, loving, and fearless, then he is in truth called wise. To understand everything is to forgive everything. One moment can change a day, one day can change a life, and one life can change the world. Anger will never disappear so long as thoughts of resentment are cherished in the mind. However many holy words you read, however many you speak, what good will they do if you do not act upon them? Better than worshiping gods is obedience to the laws of righteousness. If your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. Meditate, live purely, be quiet, do your work with mastery. Like the moon, come out from behind the clouds, shine. Nothing is forever except change. When you realize how perfect everything is, you will tilt your head back and laugh at the sky. Be a lamp unto yourself. Be your own confidence. Hold to the truth within yourself as to the only truth. Attachment leads to suffering. As rain falls equally on the just and the unjust, do not burden your heart with judgments, but rain your kindness equally on all. There is no path to happiness. Happiness is the path. Give, even if you only have a little. To keep the body in good health is a duty. Otherwise, we shall not be able to keep our minds strong and clear. Radiate boundless love towards the entire world. All that we are is the result of what we have thought. The mind is everything. What we think, we become. You will not be punished for your anger. You will be punished by your anger. An insincere and evil friend is more to be feared than a wild beast. A wild beast may wound your body, but an evil friend will wound your mind. If we could see the miracle of a single flower clearly, our whole life would change. It is a man's own mind, not his enemy or foe, that lures him to evil ways. Those who are free of resentful thoughts surely find peace. A jug fills drop by drop. Do not believe in anything simply because you have heard it. Test it for yourself. The way is not in the sky. The way is in the heart. Believe nothing, no matter where you read it or who has said it, unless it agrees with your own reason and your own common sense. Kindness should become the natural way of life, not the exception. You cannot travel the path until you have become the path itself. In a controversy, the instant we feel anger, we have already ceased striving for the truth and have begun striving for ourselves. Wear your ego like a loose-fitting garment. Do not resist anything. Let life flow naturally, and let it teach you. Your body is precious. It is your vehicle for awakening. Treat it with care. The tongue is like a sharp knife. It kills without drawing blood. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. True wisdom comes from the stillness within. The foot feels the foot when it feels the ground. To be idle is a short road to death, and to be diligent is a way of life. Foolish people are idle, wise people are diligent. To live a pure, unselfish life, one must count nothing as one's own in the midst of abundance. Better than 1,000 words is one word that brings peace. Every human being is the author of his own health or disease. You should be an island to yourself, a refuge to yourself. Do not take refuge in anything outside yourself. Be vigilant. Guard your mind against negative thoughts. He who loves 50 people has 50 woes. He who loves no one has no woes. Be patient. Everything comes to you in the right moment. There has to be evil so that good can prove its purity above it. Chaos is inherent in all compounded things. Strive on with diligence. The past is already gone. The future is not yet here. There's only one moment for you to live. Everything that has a beginning has an ending. Make your peace with that, and all will be well. If you are quiet enough, you will hear the flow of the universe. You will feel its rhythm. Go with this flow. Happiness lies ahead. Meditation is key. Purity or impurity depends on oneself. No one can purify another. One is not called noble who harms living beings. By not harming living beings, one is called noble. It is better to conquer yourself than to win 1,000 battles. Endurance is one of the most difficult disciplines, but it is to the one who endures that the final victory comes. Meditation brings wisdom. Lack of meditation leaves ignorance. Hatred is never appeased by hatred in this world. By non-hatred alone is hatred appeased. This is a law eternal. There is no fear for one whose mind is not filled with desires. To forgive others is to set yourself free. An open mind sees the truth. Conquer anger with non-anger. Conquer wickedness with goodness. Conquer stinginess with giving. And conquer falsehood by truth. The wise man makes an island of himself that no flood can overwhelm. As you walk and eat and travel, be where you are. Otherwise, you will miss most of your life. Let the thoughts come and go. Just don't serve them tea. Do not underestimate the value of doing nothing, of just going along, listening to all the things you cannot hear and not bothering.